So today is January 29th, 2017, and we're in Hebrews chapter 13. This is, of course, the Repairers Fellowship. It's session number 24 of our study of Hebrews. Now we're getting to this week's stuff. This week, verses 4 to 6. Marriage respected by all. Don't covet. And lastly, we've got God. So verse 4 of Hebrews 13 says, verse 4 says, marriage must be respected by all, and the marriage bed kept undefiled, because God will judge immoral people and adulterers. Now, we also know that God forbids, and I'm not coupling these things together, but Scripture does in Leviticus 18, God also forbids people from having intercourse with animals. It says so in Leviticus 18, Exodus 22, Deuteronomy 17. Again, we're talking about what? The marriage bed being undefiled and what things actually defile a person sexually. Now, although the New Testament doesn't mention bestiality as a practice and speaks specifically about it, that silence should not be interpreted as license. Okay? That silence should not be interpreted as license or allowance. Why? 1 Corinthians 15, verses 38 and 39 make clear that men and animals are of different flesh. And that fact, coupled with the fact that Genesis 1, 25 to 28 and 2, 20 to 22, should make it clear to us that kinds of flesh do not mix sexually. Okay? Romans 12, 1 and 2 should be our constant reminder to present your body as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto God, which is your reasonable service. Why? Because the world around us is getting more and more perverted and filthy, just as Paul told Timothy it would in 2 Timothy 3, 1 to 5, and also as he said in Romans 1. And so because of that, we have to strive to maintain holiness. As such, avoiding these practices, lust, adultery, sexual impurity, avoiding these practices will, number one, save you personally from experiencing some of the things that are the negative consequences, okay? And number two, they will keep the marriage covenant undefiled. And number three, it will go a long way into keeping your family intact and moving holiness and righteousness through the generations of your family. So what is he saying here? Marriage must be respected by all, and the marriage bed kept undefiled, because God will judge immoral people and adulterers.